Hi Gemini, it's LP. I'm doing Valentine's messages for everybody for Valentine's Day of 2020. And I will do for people in love, Gemini in love first. And then I will timestamp the time at which I start the message for Gemini um, singles, okay? And that will be in the title of the video. So first, I would also like to remind you that there are many kinds of love and that all of us are worthy of love and capable of giving love and receiving love, okay? And that love comes in many different forms and they're all equally important. This first message is for those who are involved, Gemini involved in romantic love. Gemini in romantic love. What messages do we have for Gemini? What messages do we have for Gemini in a relationship? Worth waiting for. Gemini. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Worth waiting for. Gemini, you may be coming out of a time period where you have been working hard, working for, or not, if not working hard, waiting. You've been waiting to find someone who feels right to you, feels bigger than the normal things that have been going on for you, okay? And this situation, Gemini, that you are in right now is the result of divine timing. This is the result of this couldn't have happened a moment sooner and wouldn't happen a moment later, okay? So let's get some messages here for Gemini for Valentine's Day of 2020. Gemini in love on Valentine's Day of 2020. What message for Gemini in love on Valentine's Day 2020? What message for Gemini, please? What's the situation for Gemini in love, please, for Valentine's Day of 2020? What message? What situation? Gemini, you have decided that you are not going to walk away emotionally from something. You had been considering this, maybe. You may have been thinking about ending a relationship, or you might have been thinking about not investing emotionally further, okay? But you chose not to. You decided that you are not walking away. You've decided to go all in on this emotionally. You've decided to really explore this relationship. You feel that this could be the one for you, okay? What is the obstacle for Gemini in love, please? For Gemini in love, Valentine's Day of 2020. Is there anything wrong? Anything? Okay. This feels hard for you, though. You, Gemini, may be unaccustomed to what kind of responsibility you have when you're in a loving relationship with someone. If you've been waiting and not investing in relationship and just kind of playing for a long time, you might not have remembered how much responsibility you have for another person in a loving relationship. You may have forgotten that it's not all, rainbows and butterflies all the time, and that it is work and it's investment and it's making yourself vulnerable and it's trying and it's communicating and it's listening to things you don't want to hear and learning about yourself and trying to be a better person and being brave enough to ask them for things that you need. And there's like just myriad of aspects of relationship that can feel heavy sometimes and hard. Okay? So you've decided to invest in this emotionally, and the obstacle for you is that it's not as easy. It's not that easy, right? So what is what is the action, the suggested action for Gemini on Valentine's Day 2020? Gemini in love, in relationship for Valentine's Day of 2020. You got the Hierophant, but it's reversed. So the Hierophant is about taking things to the next level, okay? So that could mean by making things more committed, moving in together, getting married, getting engaged, having a baby together, just anything that brings a relationship to a higher level. And what I think this is saying for you right now, Gemini, is that if divine timing is at work right now, you don't need to rush any of these situations. You don't need to rush to make things continue progressing to the next level, 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 especially if you're already feeling a little burdened, you're already feeling a little taxed by this relationship just because you're not used to this type of responsibility for other people emotionally, okay? So the advice for you is maybe pump the brakes just a little bit, because there's divine timing here. You don't have to rush into all of this next level serious part of the relationship. You've only just gotten into this. You've only just begun to, you just made this decision to invest in this relationship. And you don't want it to feel so difficult that you have to put down the burden. You don't want it to feel so heavy that you can't carry it anymore. Does that make sense to you? So don't continue building it and making it more and more and more and more at this time. There's divine timing at work. Just take your time with this. Relax a little bit. Otherwise, you might not be able to handle everything this throws at you. Okay? What is the outcome? What is a possible outcome here for Gemini? What is a possible outcome for Gemini here? What is a possible outcome for Gemini? Whoa. Yeah. If you continue, I think that if you don't take this advice, it will cause some sleepless nights for you. If you don't take this advice, it could change your perspective about this relationship. It could force you to see things from a different angle. Alternately, what it could mean, Gemini, is that if you do this, okay, so you have decided to commit emotionally, you are feeling a little overwhelmed. However, if you decide to slow things down and not necessarily jump to the next level, to the next level, to the next level, this could cause you worry, because you might have a hard time believing in this divine timing and trusting this divine timing. You are a Gemini. You are made of thoughts. All of these swords represent thoughts. This could cause you to be overthinking things constantly, because you might have a difficult time letting go of the control that you like to have in situations. But it requires a change in perspective. It requires you to hang loose for a little while, to hang around and take it easy a little bit, okay? What is because otherwise this isn't sustainable. You cannot sustain this for long. And this is no space to sit in either. Okay? Learn to trust this divine timing. Change your perspective. Learn to trust this divine timing. Slow it down a little bit. Continue to invest emotionally. That's great. But don't take it so fast that this burden continues to build and that these sleepless nights continue, okay? Change your perspective. Allow the divine timing to work. Trust it, okay? What is the message for Gemini from Gemini's partner for Valentine's Day of 2020, please? What is the message for Gemini from their partner for Valentine's Day of 2020, please? Is there anything in particular that Gemini's partner would like them to know on Valentine's Day of 2020, please? Gemini's partner speaking to Gemini on Valentine's Day of 2020, please. Gemini's partner speaking to Gemini. I don't care how hard being together is. Nothing is worse than being apart. Your person might be telling you, I don't know if this is this would be a complete flip-flop of the cards for me. But if they feel burdened by this relationship, if they feel that it's more difficult than they remembered, they're saying, I don't care how difficult it is. I just don't want to be away from you. My initial thought, though, when I saw the card was not that at all. I sort of feel like there's an aspect of you that might have mentioned this to your person, that like this feels like it's going fast, and this is the lot of responsibility that I'm not used to, and it feels like it's moving very quickly, and it's a little hard for me. This is hard for me, and I would like us to slow down. And it's almost like your person is going, well, I don't care how hard it is for you. I don't want to be away from you. If that's the situation, Gemini, that's not someone who is cultivating a relationship that that shows a lot of concern for your well-being. And it also doesn't show a lot of concern for caring for the relationship in a sustainable way. They're borderline obsessed with being with you. And they don't care how difficult it is, they just want to do it. And it's not really how you work. You live in a world of, you live in your practical mind. So, my suggestion to you is that you slow this down and you change your perspective just a little bit, okay? Try to get out of your head just a bit, but you do not have to not care about yourself, and you do not have to not care about if this is damaging the relationship to you. Divine timing, to me, says, if this is worth it, it's worth waiting for. All good things in all good time. Let it unfold naturally, okay? If it comes, let it come. If it stays, let it stay. If it goes, let it go. But let it do it naturally and peacefully, okay? All right, so what do we have now for Gemini singles? Single Geminis. So, single Geminis, this is a Valentine's Day message for you. I want to remind you that there is love for everybody. We're all capable of giving and receiving love and worthy of it as well. And we're going to get some messages here about messages for single Geminis in regards to any loving relationship from their past. Maybe they're thinking of it now. It could be for any relationship that they have hopes to have in their future. Or it could be about an interpersonal relationship that is non-romantic. But let's get a love message, a message from the romance angels about maybe this is something that your angels want to tell you about love, okay? So this is for Gemini, single Geminis for Valentine's Day of 2020, please. Valentine's Day of 2020, please. What messages for single Geminis? Valentine's Day 2020, please. Valentine's Day. Ooh, this could be the one, Gemini. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, single Gemini. This is exciting. There's somebody that you have met, and you might know who this is. You might know who this person is. You have already met the person who is what you're looking for. Okay? What messages for Gemini? What messages for single Gemini on Valentine's Day of 2020, please? What is the situation for Gemini Valentine's Day 2020? You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay? Okay. Get some more messages here. What's the situation for Gemini? The situation is that Gemini himself or herself. The situation is that you are very, very busy sitting in your practical world, being truthful, honest, assessing things, trying to stay in truth and clarity, trying to communicate honestly, and you might be being so inside your head that you're missing this opportunity. What's the obstacle? What's the obstacle, please, for Gemini? Single Gemini. What's the obstacle if they've met this person? We know that they're sitting in their thoughts. The obstacle is that another king. Oh. There could be another person here that is a stable person and an abundant person. So there could be a situation where you are withholding your stability or your abundance or your resources, or that there is another person who is offering or is giving this support to this person already. What is the suggested action? What is the suggested action here? The suggested action is to there's someone who's stuck inside a wall of their thought. That could be you. You need to maybe free yourself from this situation. You're not thinking with an open mind, and you're not looking at your emotion. Okay, so you're so trapped in this logical state of your mind as the King of Swords. That's the situation. That you're trapped in your thought, and you're not looking at your emotion and how you feel about this person. You're not admitting it to yourself. Okay? And you haven't offered any stability or any future with this person. You know, you're sort of just sitting on it there. What's the outcome if this Gemini can be honestly assess their emotions and get out of their head? Transformation. Utter transformation. This relationship could transform from something that it is now to something completely different. It can be an absolute transformation for you. Okay, whoops. This is not the next card. The next card is a love message from this person. You've already met this partner. Let's get a message from this partner who is the romantic partner that you seek, that you've already met. I'm somewhere between giving up and seeing how much more I can take. This person, they know you like them. They know that you see what you could have together, and they're saying, I don't know, I could give up right now, or I could continue on. But it seems like, you know, this person's getting tired of waiting. They're tired of waiting. They're tired of waiting for you to get out of your head to be real with what you feel emotionally, and to take this relationship and turn it into something new. Turn it into something that it could be. This is the romantic partner you seek. Okay, Gemini? I feel like I tell you all the time, get out of your head. Don't overthink everything all day, every day. Allow yourself to have some emotion. Give of your resources and your abundance. This person's here already. Transform this relationship from this limbo state that you have it in, where they don't know what you want from them, because you're giving mixed signals. They know there's a romantic connection here, but you're too stuck in your head to make it happen. Okay, Gemini? Sorry to yell at you. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day. I hope that you take good care of yourselves and love the people around you, and take love when they give it to you, and have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.